Welcome back everyone to the Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough. On the previous episode, we saw Sayori going through a few things that she didn't want to talk about, so now we're going to go ahead and just move on and go ahead and share our poem with everybody. And we're going to go ahead and start with Yuri. Meaning I'm going to have to do the majority of the voiceover here. Well done, Benjaro. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing your writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we felt a little awkward at first, but now she seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Benjaro? Eh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just my opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing, and I have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, is not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking. Being disliked.
Oh, jeez.
What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. We never do get to see what our main character writes.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, she writes all of her stuff in cursive.
You want me to read it?
If you could.
Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky are expanse of bliss. But beneath gray, rolling clouds and endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick your foundations until you give in? What the fudge is this chick writing? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same.
Okay.
Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes until the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils, take back and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore, drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. Your poem has made me uncomfortable, Yuri.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing when that she wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again, as opposed to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not that so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts up once in a while. Yeah.
Sounded kind of uppity, didn't it?
A little bit. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Also, the voice I gave Yuri makes her seem like she would smoke.
She sounds like Eeyore. Like she's depressed.
I feel like we can kind of get that from her design also. Oh dear, who are we going to show next?
You pick. I picked What's Her Face.
I guess since they're both connected to each other in some way, I guess we can do Natsuki next.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. It doesn't, like, blow me away. But there's nothing I really hate about it. And it's just not really my style. I mean, it's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting it go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Oh God.
I can read. Okay, at least I can read this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again.
Okay, so they're all getting freaky. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something about a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn.
Well, that's just... she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, just trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy.
Okay, so one of them is clearly lying.
Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. And at the very least, it was good practice.
Oh, now whose turn is it?
I kind of feel like Sayori's going to get more depressed if we do her last, but then I also feel like, should we leave her alone? I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's the sort of conflicting thing.
Let's just do Monica. If Sayori's depressed, she's depressed. We don't owe her anything. Hi, Benjaro. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at that poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a lot of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them a share of your time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I?
No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, all right. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, all right?
Alright.
The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, a victim of the currents of the mind. Or the wind, I don't know, is that a W or an M?
It looks more like a W.
Okay, the currents of the wind, ooh la la. Day after day I search with a little hope, knowing legends don't exist. Then all else has failed me, when all others have turned away. The legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, and I fall, 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 and I fall. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and I find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all amount to nothing. There is no meaning, and there is no purpose, and we all seek the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That kind of sounds like in A Night in the Woods, that cat who says, "You're nothing, and everything is nothing, and blah, 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 blah."
Yeah, it kind of does. Alright, and I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at what our character's reaction is to it in the next episode.
Oh, already? Okay.